Hey, Brandon, I saw you win the dance show. I thought I was looking at Dancing with the Stars. I'm so excited. You look great. I had never seen you dance before. So I'm glad that you had an amazing show. It was great. I enjoyed watching it. Yeah, thank you. So was your dance. I said, look at him. And your partner, so it was beautiful. Thanks for sharing it. But it is Reset Monday, and I am so glad to be back for Reset Monday. And you know what? No matter what, Mondays are gonna come, and we still have to be able to hit that reset button and be able to get charged up and get started on a whole new week. It does not matter what's happening in our lives. Mondays are gonna come. And so, good morning, Dana. So, great morning to everybody that's hopping on. It is Reset Monday, and I'm glad to be here this morning. I'm not going to hold you long today, but I just wanted to come and share a few words of encouragement to get your week started, because sometimes we just need that encouragement, and I'm glad that I have that opportunity. So today our thought is just, don't forfeit your position because of the pressure. Don't forfeit your position because of the pressure. We have so much pressure to do all these things, and so much pressure to, conform and be what other people want us to be. And it's crazy because a lot of times we lose who we are, but we can't forfeit our position just because of the pressure. Cal, what are you saying, sir? Good morning, getting ready to go to work inside, man. I know that's right. We have to make a difference. And so that in itself, Cal, we can't make a difference if we're forfeiting our position. And so we got to get on post and stay on post. When you're in the military and you're fighting a war, everybody has their own place to be. Everybody has a place to be. Everybody has a set position that they're supposed to be in. And when you're out of position, you can cause that mission to be thwarted. You can cause that mission to be, endangered because you're not in position. And so it is with our lives. We've got to stay in position no matter how hard it gets. I don't know about you, but this thing called life can handle you. And you still have to know who you are. You have to know whose you are. And you have to know that you just can't abort the mission, and you cannot forfeit your position. And so that's my thought for the week. And I don't know if that's going to help somebody else or not, but it's going to help me, because I have to remind myself that no matter what, and no matter how I feel, no matter what I'm dealing with, my goals and my vision they don't care about that. My vision doesn't care about how I feel. My vision doesn't care about whether or not, I feel like being in position. I just have to be in position. And so that's the mantra that I have for myself this week, and it's to just stay in position. We have people who are, pressuring us to be what they want us to be, live where they want us to live, train our children the way they feel like we ought to, go to church where they feel like we ought to go. It's all these things that we feel pressure from, our spouses, our significant others. We have all these people who are, competing with our mind, competing with trying to, tell us what it is we ought to be doing. But we can't forfeit our position just because of that. And so I want you to keep that thought in mind this week. Don't forfeit your position. I don't know about you, but I feel like I'm in the fight of my life. I do. I feel like I'm in the fight of my life because there's so much that I want to accomplish, and it seems like it's not a lot of time. But distractions come, and when they come, they have to be dealt with accordingly, because we cannot forfeit our position. I have not met anyone who has succeeded and done great things without opposition and without, having to be steadfast and not giving up their position, not forfeiting their position. I don't know those people, so if they exist, please let me know so that I can talk to them. All I know is this, is that whatever it is that you want, you have got to want it bad enough to fight for it. Good morning, Sister Shamirica. We've got to want it bad enough to fight for it. We are in the fight of our life. And the thing is a lot of times we feel like, it's all physical. It's not. It's not a physical battle that we're fighting. It's mental. And so we can't forfeit our position just because of how we feel. I know when I wake up in the mornings, I might not feel like doing push-ups. I might not feel like doing pull-ups. But it's a requirement. And I have to stay in position so that I can look the way I want to look in my clothes. I use that example because people play all the time and say they want to lose weight. But you don't see them losing weight. You see them eating up everything. Biggie size and everything, but you don't see them losing weight. We can't forfeit our position just because of how we're feeling. And so I just want to encourage you this week, stay in position. I don't care what it looks like and what other people say. You stay in position. I am in the fight of my life. I am. But whatever it is that I'm seeking is also seeking me. From the words of T.E. Anderson, she said, you got to wake up every morning believing that the odds have been rigged in your favor. And I do. It doesn't matter what it looks like. The odds have been rigged in my favor, and you're going to soon picture me rolling. Yeah, that's it. Because we can't forfeit our position. Whatever it is that we're seeking is also seeking us. Whether it's spiritual, financial, socially, emotionally, we've got to be so tenacious and so, observant and so cognizant of what it is that we're trying to get so that we don't forfeit our position. We've got to be on point with it. When it's time to go out with our friends and your girls call you and they say, hey, Cree, girl, it's a girls' night out. We're going out this weekend. Can you go? And you say, yeah. I say, yeah, I can go. We get cued and we make sure that we're on point. Why? Because we want to look good when we're out there. But we don't put that same effort into what it is that we're trying to accomplish. Now, I don't know about you, but I'm not any better than anybody else. So I'm not exempt from trials. I'm not exempt from tribulations because they're going to come. We've already been told that. But we still can't forfeit our position. So this week, we've got to remember that, you know what, no matter what it looks like, no matter how difficult it gets, I can't give up. I can't forfeit my position. I can't. Because what are you going to say to your family? What do you say to your children? How do you explain to them, I gave up, I quit, I got tired, it got too hard, it got difficult, the journey was too rough, it was too hard. Yesterday at church, Pastor Bell was preaching and he said, you know what? He said, at any point, Jesus could have come down off the cross, but love kept him there. It wasn't the nails. It was the way he felt. It was his love for us. He didn't forfeit his position, but he could have at any given moment. He didn't have to do all that. He didn't have to endure that. Good morning, Candace. He didn't have to endure that, but love kept him there. So if y'all been to church, you know that, right? So if love kept him there and it kept him from forfeiting his position, and he could have at any point in time, why is it so easy for us to give up and forfeit our positions? Why is it so easy for us to say, oh, I'm not going to fight. It's not worth it. Oh, it's too much. I give up. I quit. I'm not doing it. Why do we do that? We're in the fight of our lives. We are in the fight of our lives. And so this week you have to remember, you can't forfeit your position no matter how hard it gets. I met with a friend a couple of days ago, and she has a new baby, and she's breastfeeding. Oh, okay, Candace, great job. She's breastfeeding. And she said, oh my goodness, Cree is so hard. She said he cries, and I don't know why he's crying, and it's so hard. I got to breastfeed, I need to pump, I got to take this milk, and I'm at home, and I'm trying to go to school, and I'm trying to do, she's trying to do all these things, but she's a new mom. She can't forfeit her position just because she's sleeping and she wants to roll over, because who's going to feed that baby? That's hard. That's hard work, Candace. That's hard work. But guess what? It's so worth it. It's because you have started with the end in mind. You know what's going to happen when you keep it up. It's the same in our personal life. We give up too soon. We quit. We throw in the towel. We forfeit our position because we don't want to work, because it's too much. We feel like we're overwhelmed. And you know what? I get overwhelmed too. I do. I get overwhelmed, I'm tired, and I just want to say, you know what, let me just exit stage left, and let me go sit down and hibernate somewhere, and I'll be back when I feel better. Now, I'm not saying ignore our bodies, because they will tell us when it's time to do that, but we can't just give up. We can't. We can't. We're in the fight of our lives, y'all, so this week I want you to just remember, don't forfeit your position just because of the pressure. Don't forfeit your position because of the pressure. The pressure is strong. It is. I understand it. I do. I understand it. If nobody else understands, I get it. I understand. But we cannot forfeit our position. We can't forfeit our position, and we can't sacrifice our goals. We have to use our own minds and keep it renewed daily so that we can function and operate in our gifts. Because if you don't use your mind, somebody else will. And if you think I'm playing about that, try not using it for a while. People are real good at telling you what they think you ought to be doing. People are really good at telling you what you ought to be doing. They're so opinionated about so many things and can't back it up with anything. But that's the world that we live in. So don't forfeit your position because of the pressure. You stay steadfast and unmovable because that's how we move forward. I believe that there are spirits that are out there that see your future. They literally peek into your future and they see what great things are in store for you. And it's like something comes in and it tries to, sway you from your goals, sway you from your mission, keep you from your vision. And you've got to be able to detect what that is so that you can stay focused. You have to. I'm getting ready to go back to Tent City. Hadn't shut it down yet. I need to go back because they were looking for me. I can't abort that mission and forfeit that position just because of how I feel or just because I feel like I got too much going on. I can't because that's my mission. So it is with you this week. So I wish you well. I hope that your Reset Monday is so amazing. I hope that you have time, to hit that reset button. Some of us are on the way to work. Candace, be safe on the road. Some of us are on our way to work and we're getting ready to pour into other people's children and others' lives, but make sure you're pouring into your own. Who's pouring into your life? My friend asked me that. Angela was like, Cree, oh my goodness, who's pouring into you? I said, girl, that's a really good question. Oh, but it's just a handful, just a select few who I don't truly love and care for me and want what's best. So we've got to know who those people are too. So I wish you well on your commute today. I wish you well as you're getting ready for work. Don't forfeit your position because of the pressure. You've got to stay steadfast, unmovable, and always abounding in what it is you're trying to do. It's biblical. I didn't say it. It was already written. So I want you to have an amazing Monday. Hit that reset button so hard until it jolts you out of whatever it was you were in. We all get in this little funk. We all get in this little place of, mediocrity, but we got to climb out because you cannot forfeit your position. So I wish you well today. I want to see everybody at the top because the bottom is too crowded. But at the bottom is where 97% of the people are. They're steeped in mediocrity. That's where they are. And they're okay with that. So I wish you well on today. We don't want to be stretched out anywhere but on the beaches of the world because the world is going to continue to rotate whether you're standing on top of it or stretched out under it. You decide on where you want to be today. It is Reset Monday. Have a marvelous Monday. And I'll see everybody at the top because the bottom is too crowded. Have a great day.